Hey everybody, today we're gonna focus on Shahzam's selection of angles based on varying factors such as past info, risk versus reward and probability, and many more on Mirage. So just starting off now, it's the first gun round. Shahzam gonna go for a default window up. You're actually gonna see that Team Envy's window smoke failed. It landed right there as you see. And the flash isn't gonna affect him either, so that's gonna give him a free kill. And you can't do that against Shahzam. Anyway, he's wagering that they kinda don't have an AWP. So with this distortion of Def throwing a con smoke and a flash in the smoke, just gonna bounce a flash off the wall and edge out again. Nice pick, doesn't see anybody. Smart not to commit and just takes a pot shot. Anyway, with this man advantage being taken and MV being on a mid default, they're gonna be allowed to transition into this 2-1-2 setup. And Def is sorta just committed to this window boost or whorehouse if they would get there. And this allows really dynamic setup between Ye and Shahzam, because Ye can play close ramp or on this pallet here, and he can basically hold both palace and ramp, because normally a palace lurker, he won't really run out, so he can jiggle that every few seconds. Anyway, so they re-smoked the window here, and what Shahzam decides to do, what Def decides to do is that he wants to stay dedicated window. And with knowing their mid presence, he wants to peek out after the smoke fades. Anyway, so what Shahzam is gonna do is that he's gonna smoke ramp, and then he's gonna take the ticket position towards con. So it's not like he thinks this smoke is a brick wall, but it's pretty much smoke plus yay equals that he can peek up on this angle. So right now Def kills one from the window just as the smoke fades, and Shahzam is gonna throw a support flash for him. Just to take a quick glance to see nobody's holding him dedicated. And this, I think he saw a second guy, so that pretty much confirms he is still in connector. So with that info being heard and he sees him, Shahzam just kills him. So right now Ye pretty much heard them in ramp as well. They know it's an A split. And the remainder two should be in ramp. So you see Ye actually gives away his position. It doesn't show, but he gives away his position with a molly here. So normally he would get baited in by Shahzam's AWP, and then he's good for at least one, if not both of the kills. Now, he didn't really get baited in by Shahzam's AWP, but with his position and the molly, he's still good for 1 or 2 kills. But info gets set to Shahzam, peeks out for the one, and Ye gets the other. Yeah, so just a great example of being aware and picking the right angles and working with and off your teammates in a span of seconds. So in this round we see Complexity kinda wanted to fight mid. Shahzam gets smoked out window. So he's gonna go for a bit delayed connector peek. And he's actually gonna fire a shot off so they know. And same with Def on short. So if we just pause and look at the utility right now. So essentially all the mid guys have used all their smokes and they have 2 mollies and 2 flashes left. This is not a very strong position to be in, just because you wanted to deny a mid default. You haven't done any damage, you haven't gotten any kill, you don't have too strong of info, and you had Def who's kind of pushed into this whorehouse position with an AWP right here, which is not very strong. But perhaps if you could get on that pallet, below window where you can look into con, that would be a much stronger position. So with that being said, Shahzam either just wants the info for Def, or he wants to look for any kind of opening where right now he can get a kill. So he's just gonna come and check this angle out, and I mean, this is just an incredible peek. Mitch is he's holding that exact angle, and Shahzam just outduels him. I don't know what to say, it's just a good shot. Anyways, he's gonna come towards CT here, and he's gonna miss his shot on Infinite. Good flash to retake the angle, but Ignitas flashed him out as well. So 2 versus 3 right now, Shahzam wants to win this round. So right now he doesn't know where Infinite is, he sees his barrel, and I think, yeah, he even shoots as well. So right now he knows just if he holds this angle, if Infinite just jiggles or makes any kind of mistake, this is a free kill. Obviously it's not the best angle if the triple guy would peek out or if he gets flashed out, but he goes for it in Infinite. I'm not sure what he's doing here. I'm guessing he thought that Shahzam would be either like deep CT or angle on the planter, but you should never do this in a 3 versus 2, just run and flash. So he's gonna kill him, and this actually is a huge mistake, because this allocates a lot of room for Shahzam to do this play, which I'm gonna explain right now. So Dignitas has all the info about complexity, Stanislaw took about 80 damage in jungle, and they obviously know about Shahzam. Complexity know about the planter, they don't know about tents here, but they should have a pretty good idea. So this is a bit of a risk, but he would deem it worth it, and I would say it's definitely worth it. So with him knowing that the plant is here, this is not an F plant position. If you plant here, you want to get out, you want to get into a real F plant position, you know, anywhere that's good that you can actually play off this plant. So the options for Peter are pretty much that either he takes the fight towards CT or just tries to inch out or run away, but he most likely will not stay passive in this exact position. And Shahzam knows this, he's aware of it, so he's just gonna go up ticket, see if he can see where he peeks out. Kind of a good flick, just reacts to him and hits a nice shot. Looks like they are aware of tens right now. Actually legs him. I don't think they end up winning though. Yeah, they're a bit confused of where he is, don't really work together. They let ten solo peek him. Didn't have the info that he was mid. And he's just gonna kill Shahzam as well. Yeah, can't really clutch against the mighty anime man. So they do lose the round, but it was great decision making and on the timing of all of these peaks, as well as the angles that Shahzam actually chose. So here in this round, I'm gonna highlight some of what we saw prior, decision making of when and what to peak, as well as how he uses the info that he's currently possessing or what he knows. Anyway, if you just start up, he has okay window spawn. Just gonna default towards window. Grim's actually gonna pick before the smoke blooms, and you can't do that against Shahzam. He is gonna punish you for that. Anyways, he's gonna smoke here. Initially, he's just gonna hold there to kind of help his cat player not to get run over. But actually, the 2-man B hit is gonna come in, and he's gonna get the info. So right now, he has the info that the AWP is B apps, and 2 guys got spotted there as well. But he also knows that since he dropped the bomb himself, he knows that 2 guys were top mid. So right now the options for the mid guys is that they can either, or they could have hightailed it to B apps already and go that way, or they can sort of linger around and split to cat. And this smoke sort of confirms that suspicion. So right now when he takes this angle, this is what I like to think that his thought process is. That he can first of all just look over this smoke towards cat, obviously. But he can allow himself to play sort of the edge of the smoke here, even if he isn't sure that he will see the enemy first or not, because most likely, if it isn't an AWP peeking him, which he knows he's on B side or apps, he won't get insta-killed. So most likely, if he gets spotted first, his life will not be taken away from him. So he actually spots infinite everything, but he doesn't react in time, and he's just gonna rotate around kitchen. So Android kills the AWP, and Ye kills Rix. So it's a 2v2 right now, and just gonna go through what's gonna happen next. So I don't know if it's been calmed or if we just assume that the guy with the bomb from top mid to cat hasn't crossed yet. So using this info, you know, all the processed info that he has, he's gonna decide what angle it's best. So he's just gonna inch out and check B apps, and that jump from infinite actually kind of bites him in the ass, since he was edging out towards B apps. I'm not quite sure what this is, since here's the tap from Mitch. I don't know if he would just want to fake step or he wasn't sure if he held it. So right now, I think that Shahzam does something really smart, and I'm just sort of gonna tell you what he does. So basically, all he's gonna do is he's gonna walk peek and inch out towards Mitch here, but this is actually a really smart move, because this doesn't allow Mitch to get established in the after plant. So him taking this angle is a tad or pretty aggressive, but as I said, it's pretty much one of the best thing he can do. So if I just show you, he just walks into this angle and he kills him. And he does that as soon as the confirmation of the plant is given, you know, because he doesn't want Mitch to get established. So he's confident that if this is one of the fight that Mitch is trying to isolate in this very early after plant, he will kill him. And even though Mitch didn't really get a chance to make this a fight for himself, he gets it. So this is basically the best play that Shahzam can make. So what I'd like to think is that if he walked in here and Mitch had already got to hiding, after half or after a whole second, he would just unscope and either he would run around or he would walk hand in hand with Ye, and Ye would look to trade him. And Ye had a molly as well, so they could just put it backside, left or right side, and just Ye looking to get the trade for Shahzam. So him picking to use his peak like this is actually him being super observant of what the T in that situation, of what Mitch will, can, or actually had to do. Alright, this round we see Shahzam with this window spawn again, but he's actually going to opt to go towards B apps. So there's going to be a lot of nades and a lot of noise and nades shown mid. So this tells Shahzam with the hefty mid control is that if there's going to be a B defaulter, he's going to be a passive one. So right away he just jumps into this read and see if he can catch him off guard. And that's exactly what happened. Twist just doesn't expect an op to be sitting there 20 seconds into the round. Anyway, fast forwarding a bit. So right now it's a 3 versus 3. Def has kill run from Palace to know where he is. But they're not sure about Liquid committing here. You see you have still have Steinslot checking around B here. So anyway, using Def as a distraction, most likely there's nobody honed in on this peak from CT, so he's just gonna inch out and into Nitro. So really smart to come back on this deep angle here. And Def is gonna get a bit of info. I'm not really gonna show it from his POV, but they're gonna know right around which player is. Like they're gonna know a guy was Sandwich, could be Tetris, and the guy was, Con or Stairs. I'm just gonna let you play out. Let this play out. You just look how Shaz peaks these angles. First of all, just how he clears this. Just jumps up, swift kill, jumps up again, crosser right on Taco, and he's dead. No chance for Liquid. I mean, this way of weighing up probability against past info and the risk he's taking, as well as the confidence in his ability to make the shot, if you weigh in all of those factors, that is what makes Shahzam so incredibly dangerous on this map.